good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes, on this glorious Wednesday afternoon? That's better. I can hear you as well. And you, Asterix Borden Koi, I see you. Yes, get across, give my man Paul, aka Asterix Borden Koi, go and give him a like, give him a subscribe, drop him a comment, tell him a Twisted One sent you. It will tickle him pink. On top of that, he did send me out a parcel today. Susan's going to love the chocolates. Ma pinched the cookies. But most of all, he sent me out another carnivorous plant for the long block. So yeah, I'll pick that up and show you that when we get home. But we're at Mars because the pump stopped running on the nature pond. And I've worked out what that one is. That is literally the impeller is clogged up to high heaven. Get that cleaned out, and then we can get that back up and running. But Mum wants me to get the fish netted out so we know exactly what's in there. 2 seconds. Susan's calling me. I'll come back to you. So yeah, we need to know exactly how many fish she's got left in the nature pond, because until she knows what's in there, she doesn't know what amount of feed to chuck in there. And I was looking through I think it was the Pond Expert catalogue that got sent to me the other day, and I saw something in there that was reduced to about 49 quid from 120 odd, and it's like a waterfall box, a bit like the Pah'S soap one, but on a much larger scale. And in fact, it's arrived, and it's dang so bigger than what I expected, to put it that way. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work out what timber we're gonna use. We're gonna need to use, because we're gonna have to build new base for it to go in there. The plan is, at the moment, you've got the water blade there. That runs on a little skimmer. Let me spin you around. Yeah, you got that water blade there, runs on this little skimmer here that Pa made via the pressure filter. Now, the Tempest is done from the pump there, and then it goes through the Tempest and goes to an underwater return over there. But because it being an underwater return, when you clean the Tempest, and when you fill the Tempest back up, you get a eruption of bubbles coming from that corner, which isn't good for the fish, because it's a stressor. So what I'm planning on doing is put in the skimmer, because it's on the depth can, to the underwater return, and then feed the new water blade box from the Tempest, so I can pretty much come out of the Tempest into the bottom of the water blade box back to the pond. And then when Ma needs to clean the Tempest, she's not going to get all that bubbling and disruption in the actual pond itself. But it is a substantial bit of kit. It really is. But it comes with an inlet, which has got a directional flow thing on it, 2 bags of media, and I mean, there's such a mishmash of ceramic media in there that you get 2 bags of that. I'll probably end up putting some more media in there for her. But yeah, your inlet goes down the bottom, your jack mat goes in, then you got this box here that you can put plants into. Clip that down, and then there you go. And with it being filtered by the Tempest, and then getting a couple of nice plants in there which will take over that area, I think that will look really nice there for her. And then we just have to find a new home for the 2 acers that sit on the wooden box there, that will probably end up housing this. But yeah, Mum did say the following day that some of these strings were loose, So I think maybe the heron did try coming in again, but couldn't get anywhere. But I want to get the lily basket out, give that a clean, and like I say, I want to run the net in there and net up all the fish so we know exactly what we're playing with. I'll give the filter another clean with the pond water so I can drop the pond water down and make life easier, especially since we've got all the strings and that in place now as well. But the old Pah'S soap is fucking flying along. Like I say, Mum comes down and she gives the filter bag a bit of a clean every morning. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We are starting to go a bit green now because it does get a lot of sunlight in there. But yeah, our main problem was clogged impeller. So I'll show her how to do this, and then she'll be laughing. Well, we've taken about half the water out. All the acers and everything have had a bloody good water, that's for sure. But now we're topping back up. We are missing one golden tench, one green tench, a saggy, 5 little shiros. So yeah, Heron had two of Pah'S tench, so not very happy. But I'm going to get these back into the pond because I don't want them deoxygenating. But we got a couple of koi that Ma just couldn't get rid of because they're all pretty in their own right, as she says, even though it's as ugly as fucking sin and it's bent and deformed. But this tench is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, we've got water topping back up. So I'm going to get these back in there. I'm going to see if I can get a couple of these windows cleaned as well. And come back to you in a bit. Well, my little fruit bats, that's us back up and running. Fish back in, looking a lot happier. I've got the big waterfall thing unboxed, but we are going to need to get some fittings and some wood before we can get that installed. But once it's in place, yeah, it's going to look fucking wicked, absolutely wicked. I do keep trying to tell her if she would just get one big one out here on here with a window in, she'd be able to see them all then, wouldn't she? Looking over the top of her glasses at me over there.
You know what my answer is, don't you?
Yeah, bless her. See that? Even cleaned her bloody windows for her. Yeah, they definitely seem a lot happier, and it won't take long for that to clear up. I'm absolutely fucking gutted over the loss of the tench, but onwards and upwards and all that. But yeah, this thing's bloody huge. Put that in there so we don't lose it. And then once we've done that, because like I say, at the moment, Tempest comes out, goes along and into the return down there. Whereas if I put the pressure filter on that return, and then I can come straight out the Tempest and into the back of this unit and then into the pond. And also it won't stand up as high as that. It will sitting about here, and it will sit bang in between Mars 2 plants. But that's another day, because we need to get some pipe fittings and we need to get some wood. We've also got to get her a new lily for the pond here. But they're looking a lot happier. And Mum's really pleased she's still got a Ginrin Kahaku. But we're going to go back to the towers, and we're going to pick a couple for the from the Frankenstein pond. And she's also got to pick a platinum ogon up from the main pond. So yeah, I think the platinum ogon, and I think we're looking at a Benny Kamomru to go in here, but we've still got to get a couple of these advertised. The big Deutscherengi and the Kajaku. Kajaku is Japanese, the Deutscherengi is New Forest Koi Farm and is growing like a fucking weed. So, but yeah, I reckon once that thing's taken out of the way, I think it will look absolutely sweet. So yeah, pick you back up at the towers. Using my Koi Tuber Fest mug, bless her. So yeah, we're back at Mars. Susan has picked out some fish from the Frankenstein pond for her to go into Pah'S pond, and I am now bringing home her platinum ogon that will stay a platinum ogon. And a Benny Kamomru, New Forest Koi Farm Benny Kamomru that I grew on from 2-week-old fry. But yeah, the platinum ogon that's in there will stay a platinum. It's just, she had a platinum off me a year or so ago, and it was a lovely platinum, but then all of a sudden, as soon as the sun came out, it turned into a fucking Arawaki. So yeah, I'm going to wrangle through these strings to get the bag back out, and then we'll have a quick look at what she's getting. So what we've got here is we've got a nice Deutsche Amataniski with Ginrin zipper, Benny Kiko, and a Asagi, not as pretty as the Asagi that she lost, but it is still a cracking Asagi. And there we go, get focus. Deutsch, in fact, Aragoki, Deutsche Chiba. And then we've got a real nice bright little Deutsche Amataniski. And we got nice little Benny Kiko, and a really nice Asagi. So 4 down, 2 to go. There's Susan trying to rob Mum's decking chairs.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not using. There's only one of you in this world, Frank.
Beautiful platinum ogon. And New Forest Koi Farm Benny Kamomru. Be nice to see how the sumi changes on this one.
I'd like to say yes, but I can see.
Yeah.
See it.
David. This is spitting image of something.
I know, but I can see.
I can hear you rattling on in the background. What?
Or whatever way around it is.
What do you think there, bub?
Yeah, I like them.
Definitely it's
Might
bad
say
now.
that-
Language, that comes from you.
No.
Oh, yes.
Like I say, it's a bloody good possibility that black will change
Yeah.
now it's gone in here, but the platinum won't.
You're witness to that, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
So's everybody by the sounds of it.
Platinum won't. Look, hiding her face,
I
look,
had
bless
that
her.
before.
We'll see.
But yeah,
Mm,
that is a proper platinum ogon.
okay.
Okay.
So you give me a defective one before.
Well, look at the one I took.
Mum, it's fine.
Look at the one I took to the National last year. That was a 2-year-old fish. But as soon as I brought it back from the National, the sumi started coming out in it.
I know.
Mental. So there we go, guys and girls. That's Ma all sorted. So yeah, that's Ma all sorted out. Till the next time. Love it a bit. Anyway, guys and girls, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and all that schmizzle. I've been Twisted Koi. Ma's giggling in the background. Susan's got a grin on her face, and we will see you later on in the week.
That's all, cupcakes.
Yes, makes it all worth it.